Hi, my name is Rev Thompson. I've lived here in Exeter for over 30 years, and I'm very happy to say that I've been an American for 67 plus years. I love my nation. And in my family, there's a story that's told that when I was a youngster, 3 or 4 years old, I would fall asleep in my rocking chair in front of the television. And when the television would sign off at night, it used to do that, it actually did end the day, they would begin to play the national anthem, and I would wake up and jump up and salute the flag. So patriotism for me is a way of being that became mine at a very, very early age. But as I grew older, of course, I recognized that the attitude of our nation towards its citizens of African descent has at best been ambivalent. It was during the 60s and 70s, and I was fighting, like many of us, to find a way to love America in spite of its wrongs. It really was a challenge because this was a time of the assertion of black rights and independence, and a time, the beginning of white backlash to that. Many of us were struggling to understand what is it to be an American. But I still loved my country, and I loved it even while I was involved in protests about how it treated some of its citizens. I'm an aspirational patriot, and I like the notion of aspirational patriotism as a way of saying, I love my country, but I know it can do better. I love the ideals of America, the notion that though we are different, we can live together and create something new. I love that ideal, but we don't live up to it. Like most of human civilization, over the years, people who are different tend to fight each other, tend to fight. We were so bold, our forefathers so bold as to say, no, we can be different, but we can create something new. And so I aspire for that time. I feel that it is our responsibility as a nation among the nations of the earth to show that it is possible for people who are diverse to really come together and create something long and lasting and just. I aspire for our nation to be that nation that shows the world how justice can indeed prevail and how right can overcome all sorts of evils. I aspire that our nation will become a nation that really lives up to its creed. I aspire for America to truly be the United States of America. So I hope that all of us can be aspirational in our patriotism, love our nation, but see the truth. We haven't always done it as well as we could, and sometimes we've done damage. We have work to do to show each other that we can be a nation as well as to show the world. We have a need to bring about justice for those who were here first, the indigenous populations. There's no justice of our nation towards them. There's little justice of our nation towards those who were enslaved. There's often enduring justice that has to do with economic injustice. The poor are abused, their cities, their neighborhoods taken advantage of and used for the greater good without any regard to their health or safety, all too often. Many of us do not even know that. Learn the truth about our nation. It will not mean that you cannot love our nation. As a black American, I love our nation, yet I cannot deny the fact that there was injustice that was treated towards people who look like me. But I love our nation because its ideals are noble. More than that, this is my nation. It's where I am. Maybe it's just my ego, but I refuse to believe that it is as good as it can be. I want it to be better. That's the America that I aspire to see, to live in, and that I hope to help create every day of my life. Thank you.